today we have what I believe is going to be some really great news for the folks on our call today. As many of you know, we've been working very diligently for quite some time on some enhancements to our profit sharing plan. We didn't want to rush this because we want to make a profit share training video that by itself I believe is going to be a great recruiting tool. So what I'm going to do is give you an overview of those enhancements, and then I'll turn the time over to Tom for some very exciting announcements, so you'll want to stick around for that. Now, as you know, Shop Free Mart is the first of its kind member shopping club that is free to join and which pays generous profit shares back to its members. And I want to start out by saying how proud I am of our new business model that has other companies trying to keep up by copying some of the things we are doing. Now, first of all, our membership is free. There is no pay to play, and profit shares are paid to members who make product sales even if they don't purchase product themselves. Now, there is no auto ship required to receive money earned, which means there is no enticement to join and no possibility of anyone being hurt financially. Now, the FTC frowns upon companies that charge an entry fee as a prerequisite to earning money, and Shop Free Mart wants to remain on the good side of the FTC. All profit shares are based upon product sales, and Shop Free Mart offers a number of amazing products that members buy over and over again because of the benefits they experience. Now, we do our best to keep find products that are pure and contain no harmful ingredients, and we price our products very fairly to make sure that members are receiving value for money spent. Finally, we have the first of its kind profit sharing plan, which after running comparisons with the top 50 MLM companies for 2017, as well as comparing a number of companies that have started up since that time, our Shop Free Mart profit sharing plan outpays them all. And that's based upon an equal commission value of products being sold. There are 4 ways you can get paid, so let's take a look at how profit shares are generated each time a sale of Shop Free Mart products is made. Let me start out by saying that everybody pays the same price for our products. Many companies have a wholesale and retail price, and what happens is that big money earners compete unfairly with other members by purchasing large numbers of products at wholesale price and then sell them on eBay or Amazon for less than the advertised price. Shop Free Mart products can be put into a store, but they cannot be publicly advertised or sold for less than the price listed on our corporate website, which creates a level playing field for all of our members and avoids what I have long considered to be a gimmick that most companies play. Shop Free Mart products can, however, be sold for a higher price than listed and still be a better value than some of our competitors' products. Shop Free Mart does list 2 prices for each product on its website. One is the retail price, and the other is what we call profit share value, or PSV. This is important to understand because PSV allows us to do 2 things. First, PSV allows us to price our products extremely fairly while still paying out generous profit shares. And secondly, PSV allows the company to pay its overhead, including the cost of the products, so that we can remain in business and pay profit shares to our members for many years to come. Let's look at an example of profit share value. Let's say you buy a product at $48, and the sale of that product pays a profit share of $27. And again, the difference in the sale price and the amount we pay to our members in profit shares is what pays for the products and keeps the company going. And one thing I want to point out here is that we pay out 100% of the PSV in most cases. There is one exception. Members who haven't made a product purchase for more than 30 days only earn 20% of the profit shares that they would normally have received if they had made a purchase within the past 30 days. But the moment that member makes a purchase, he or she is instantly qualified for 100% of the profit shares earned for the next 30 days. Now, this gives members a strong incentive to purchase 1 or more products each month without forcing them to be on auto ship. In order to be transparent about how we pay profit shares, I'm going to break each part down for you. We pay out 50% in our infinity-wide, infinity-deep Fast Start plan. Then we pay out 15% in ambassador generational bonuses. Next, we pay out 27% of the PSV in our unilevel plan. And finally, we pay 8% of the PSV in leadership bonuses. First, let's look at our Infinity Fast Start plan, which is unique to Shop Free-Mart. This plan is designed to help members earn some quick cash for necessary expenses like putting groceries on the table. I call it bread and butter money because a lot of people are living hand to mouth, so to speak, and this plan allows somebody to go to work today and put some groceries on the table as early as next week. This plan does have a residual aspect for anyone who is not afraid to work, and a person could potentially replace their existing income in as little as 1 to 2 years. Now, some people will do it more quickly. Some may take longer than that. It really depends upon you. Too many people have the idea that they can get in business today and retire next week or next month, and if that's what you believe, then Shop Free-Mart is not the business plan you're looking for. So here is how the Infinity Plan works. Make your first sale and you will earn 10% of the profit share value assigned to the products purchased by that member forever. You will earn profit shares on the success team of your first purchasing member in other parts of our pay plan, but not in the Infinity Plan until both you and someone in your success team becomes ambassadors. You will then earn ambassador generational bonuses through 5 generations of ambassadors from that point on. In other words, by helping your first person or someone in their success team become ambassador, you will start earning commissions from your first leg, and that will likely be to the very bottom level of your organization until your organization becomes very large. Another benefit of making your first sale is that it advances you to Diamond member and gives you a 10% pay raise. Make your second sale and you will earn 20% of the profit share value assigned to the products purchased by that member forever. When your second purchasing member makes a sale, you will earn 10% override on that person's purchases forever. You will also earn 10% override on that person's first sale and each person's first sale in that leg to infinity depth forever. Your second sale also advances you to double Diamond member and gives you another 10% pay raise. Bar none, Shop Free-Mart gives you the easiest and fastest rank advancements and pay raises of any referral-based company in the history of the industry. Make your third sale and you will earn 30% of the profit share value assigned to the products purchased by that member forever. And when your third purchasing member makes his or her first sale, you will earn 20% override on that person's purchases forever. You will also earn 20% override on that person's first sale and the first sale of each person in that leg to infinity depth forever. For every person from whom you receive a 20% override, you will also earn 10% override on their first sale to infinity forever. Your third sale advances you to triple Diamond member and gives you another 10% pay raise. On your next 6 sales, that be sales 4 through 9, you will earn 40% of the profit share value assigned to the products purchased by those members forever. When members 4 through 9 each make their first sale, you will earn 30% override on those persons' purchases forever. You will also earn 30% override on all of the first sales in those legs to infinity depth forever. For every person from whom you receive a 30% override, you will also earn 20% override on the first sale in that leg to infinity. And from every person from whom you receive a 20% override, you will earn 10% override on the first sale in that leg to infinity forever. Your 9th sale advances you to ambassador member and gives you another 10% pay raise. On all future sales, sales 10 to infinity, you will earn 50% of the profit share value assigned to the products purchased by those members forever. You will also earn 40% overrides on each of the first sales in those legs to infinity, plus 30% on each of the second sales in those legs to infinity, plus 20% on each of the third sales in those legs to infinity, plus 10% on each of the fourth through ninth sales in those legs to infinity depth forever. For every person from whom you receive 40% overrides, you will receive 30% overrides on the first sale in those legs to infinity, 20% overrides from the second sale, and 10% overrides from the third sale in those legs to infinity depth forever. For every person from whom you receive 30% overrides, you will receive 20% overrides on the first sale and 10% on the second sale in those legs to infinity. And for every person from whom you receive 20% overrides, you will receive 10% overrides on the first sale in those legs to infinity depth forever. Folks, this is unbelievably powerful, and there are so many possible ways for you to earn profit shares that it is virtually impossible for me to show you how much money you could possibly earn. The only way for you to see how it works is for you to go to work and start referring other members to Shop Free Mart. The next way you can earn money in the Shop Free Mart Profit Share Plan is through ambassador generation bonuses. This plan pays 3% on each of 5 generational levels of ambassadors for a total of 15%. So you've just seen how many times one ambassador can get paid down through his or her success team. When you develop an ambassador in one of your legs, you will earn 3% of the PSV on every sale that he or she receives an ambassador bonus on. When that ambassador develops an ambassador, he or she will be a first-generation ambassador to them and a second-generation ambassador to you. You will then receive an additional 3% of the PSV on every sale that ambassador receives a bonus on. This goes on for 5 generations of ambassadors, not just levels of your success team. So once you receive the ranking of ambassador member and create ambassadors in any of your legs, you will start receiving ambassador generational bonuses. As an ambassador, you will receive 3% of the ambassador pay through 5 generations of ambassadors, which in some instances will be to infinity depth in any given leg of your member organization. For example, let's say that somebody on your 3rd level reaches ambassador and there are no ambassadors between you and them. That person would be your first generation ambassador. And let's say that someone on their 3rd level reaches ambassador with no one in between them. That person would be your 2nd generation ambassador. So 2 generations of ambassadors could encompass all of the people through 10 or more levels of that leg of your success team. So the thing you want to do is to get to ambassador as quickly as you can and help as many other people on your team get to ambassador as quickly as they can. And once you start receiving ambassador generational bonuses, you have opened the door to what I call your long-term plan for creating a legacy income. Now next we have our unilevel, in which we pay 27% of the profit share money. This is where you can literally create a legacy income that can be passed on to future generations. Now this is not a get-rich-quick plan. In fact, you need to be willing to give at least 2 to 5 years of solid effort to create a walkaway income with our unilevel. The ambassador bonuses kind of segue into our unilevel because they pay through 5 generations, which is the money that would normally pay on the first 5 levels of the unilevel. So our unilevel starts paying on level 6 and pays through level 9. Now in a unilevel, everybody you personally refer is your level 1. Everybody they refer is your level 2, and so on. So like I said, this is your long-term money. The unilevel is not going to put bread and butter on your table next week. For most people, again, it will take 2 to 5 years to create what I call residual or walkaway income in the unilevel. One beauty of the unilevel is the ability to create income models. Putting numbers on paper, however, will never be exactly how a success team will grow. But my personal experience, however, over a period of 54 plus years is that building some income models on paper is what really excites me into going to work and building a team. Now, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. I personally have to build some income models on paper in order to conceive it. It's a little bit like making a blueprint for a house. Once you get it on paper, you get an idea of what it's going to look like when it's built. I can't speak for anyone else, but the more I draw things out and work with the numbers, the faster my success team seems to grow. Now, working with a blueprint or a plan increases my belief, and belief is the power that ultimately makes something happen. But let me just make a disclaimer. The potential income examples that I'll show you are based upon real numbers. Math doesn't lie. And if you could build a success team exactly like any one of the examples I will give you, the total shown would be the amount of profit shares you would earn. Now, many people won't do what it takes to achieve any of these examples, but there may be some who actually exceed them. What you will earn will depend upon how diligently you build your member team. For the first example, we're going to assume that you refer 2 people on your first level, and they in turn refer 2 people on each of their first levels, and you continue that progression through 9 levels. On level 1, you have 2 people. On level 2, you'll have 4 people. Level 3, you'll have 8. On level 4, you'll have 16 people. On level 5, you have 32 people. So that's really not a lot of people. You're not giving up a lot here. You will earn nothing from the unilevel on any of these persons. You will, however, be able to earn profit shares from them in all 3 of the other profit share plans. And we used the money that would normally be paid on levels 1 through 5 to give you 5 generations of ambassador bonuses, which will ultimately pay you a lot more money than you would earn in the unilevel. So don't look at this as a loss. It is actually a very big win for everybody who wants to earn more money. Now, with that understanding, you will start earning unilevel profit shares starting on level 6, where there are 64 people. In this example, everybody only purchases 1 product with a profit share value of $27. So that's our income model. We're talking about everybody referring only 2 people and everybody only purchasing 1 product that has a $27 profit share value. As we go through these examples, you need to understand that most people purchase more than 1 product per month. So the amount that we're talking about could actually double or triple or even more. Many purchase 4, 5, 6, or even more products each month. So this example is really a rock-bottom estimate of what you would earn. On level 6, based upon this example, you would earn a whopping $34.56. Let me say it again. This is long-term, not short-term income. We're talking about a 2 to 5 year commitment for most people to earn legacy income, although if people really understood the power of this business model, this could be done in a matter of weeks. Okay, on level 7, you're going to earn 4% on 128 people for a total of $138.24. On level 8, you will earn 8% on 256 people for a total of $552.96. And on level 9, you will earn 13% on 512 people, which would be $1,797.12 for a grand total of $2,522.88. Now, to some people, that's a lot of money. And for many of you who are retired, you probably worked 40 years to retire on half that amount. This could literally be done in a matter of weeks, but like I said, plan on a 2 to 5 year commitment. There is a phenomenon in the referral-based industry, and it goes like this. What you do tends to duplicate throughout your team. So if you bring in 3 people, there's a good chance they could bring in 3, who could bring in 3, etc. And the beauty of a unilevel is that your front level can hold as many people as you can personally refer. So let's take an example of you getting 3 people and duplicating that through 9 levels. And again, we're using an example of everybody only purchasing one product, having a profit share value of $27. Level 6 would pay you $393.66. Level 7 would pay you $2,361.96. Level 8 would pay you $14,171.76. And level 9 would pay you $69,087.33. And that would total up to $86,014.71. So again, folks, we're talking about really this becoming a legacy income. $86,000 a month. You could do almost anything that you wanted to do. And again, this is based upon people only purchasing one product, and most people are going to purchase 2 or 3 or more products each month. Now imagine what would happen if everybody understood the power of just doing a little bit more. People perish for a lack of knowledge, and that is what I'm trying to do, is get everybody to understand how simple this business model really is. So if getting 3 increases your profit share so dramatically, what happens if you bring in 4 or 5 or even more? I'm not really going to go into details, but I'll just say this. A 4x9 would pay you over $1 million a month. And for those of you who have been around the industry any time, any length of time, you've either met somebody that's earned that kind of money, or you at least know of somebody that has earned over $1 million a month. But we already have numbers of people who have made more than 100 personal sales. We have a few who have personally referred 200 or 300 or even more personal sales. So you personally wouldn't necessarily have to refer a lot of people to build a monster team. You just need to find a few go-getters that will refer 100 people or more, and the more you personally refer, the better chance you are going to have of getting some of those folks on your team. And they don't even necessarily have to be on your first level. Last but not least is our leadership plan, in which we pay out 8% of the total profit shares. And although we pay the smallest percentage in this plan, for those people who work hard enough to build a large member team, this one plan alone can make you fabulously wealthy. Now, to put this into perspective, most binary compensation plans only pay you 10% on the commission volume of your weakest leg. Let me say that again. 10% of the commission volume of your weakest leg. So you could have 1 million people on one leg and 10 people on the weak leg, and you're only going to get paid on 10 people. Or, that's an extreme case of not being balanced. But the point is, in most binaries, you get paid a very small fraction of your total group. Here, imagine if you could earn up to 8% on all of your legs, and you could have an unlimited number of legs in your success team. Now, we're talking about an unbelievable amount of money, but again, it takes time and a lot of work to build a big enough team for 8% to make you wealthy. Each of these 4 plans were designed to benefit you. They are extremely powerful, and the best part is they all pay you simultaneously. There's no moving from one to the other. They all work at the same time. So as you can see, your potential earnings can be astronomical, and for the full details of all of our ranks, you can actually go to your member dashboard, and we're also going to be building a video and putting that in there as well. Now, one of the things that I'm most proud of is the fact that we have the easiest qualifications and the largest payouts of any company I have found. The combination of these 4 powerful profit share plans can literally make you wealthy, but only if you put the blinders on and stay focused on Shop Free Mart. The fox that catches the rabbit is the one that stays focused on just one rabbit. The person who keeps starting over and over again gets tired long before they can build a big enough team to retire, and not only that, they soon lose credibility because they keep going back to the same people over and over again with a new opportunity. Now, one thing I want to point out before I finish is that when you total up the 50% that we pay in the Infinity Plan, the 15% we pay in the Ambassador Generational Bonuses, the 27% we pay in the Unilevel, and the 8% we pay in the Leadership Bonuses, you get a total of 100% of the PSV being paid out. We also have a full compression at Shop Free Mart. A lot of companies don't do that, but we've designed this plan to pay out 100% of the PSV from every sale. Now, the exception being those few people who prefer not to buy a product and thus receive 20% of their profit share earnings instead of 100%. So just to recap, the Infinity Plan allows you to start earning money quickly and continuously while working toward your long-term walk-away retirement income. That starts with the Ambassador Generational Bonuses and continues with the Unilevel and the Leadership Bonuses. We put all four of these plans together and balance them in a way that I believe gives you the maximum benefit for the work that you do. And the important thing to remember is that all four of these plans pay you automatically and simultaneously. Our software does all the computing for you, and you'll get a detailed accounting in your dashboard of every profit share you receive and where it came from. And of course, if you want to do the math, you can use the percentages for each plan that I've given you. Now, if you haven't already joined, you can get started for free. You can get your own personalized Shop Free Mart website, get your position locked in, and then try our product for yourself. You will always be more successful if you become a product of the product. Your conviction will speak louder than your words, and then you will want to tell everyone you know about Shop Free Mart. You know, there are millions of people looking for what Shop Free Mart has to offer, and by helping others improve their health, you can increase your wealth, which is win-win for everybody. So we invite you to join Shop Free Mart as a member today. Kick the tires, give us a test drive. The closer you look, the better Shop Free Mart looks. No gimmicks or gotchas, just amazing products and an unparalleled business opportunity. With that, I'm going to turn the time over to Tom for a couple of exciting announcements. But before I do, I just want to say how much I appreciate Tom. He's been an absolute trooper. He's stayed by my side through thick and thin. Really, without Tom, Shop Free Mart wouldn't be here today. So I do appreciate you, Tom, and I thank you for being on the call today. And with that, I'm going to turn the time over to you.
Well, thank you very much, John. That was very generous, and that was a great presentation. I'd like to announce another new program that we added from popular demand. We had a founding membership plan when we first started to raise capital so that Free Mart could grow and buy products and do the things that we need to do. And we created a second one, but we made this one so easy for you to participate in. It's called our Mini Joint Venture Founding Membership Plan Program, and you can see it on the left-hand side of the menu under Mini Joint Venture, or you can go right to the shop and scroll down, and you'll see Mini Joint Venture there. You can click on that, go to details, read it, and simple. You pay $100. Whoever referred you will earn 10% of that, and you will get a position in the Mini Joint Venture that will pay you 1/10 of 1%. So that's exactly the same as our original founding membership, except you're going to get paid in $100 increments instead of having to pay all $1,000 at the same time. So bottom line is you can come in for $100, And when we fill up all the positions, start getting paid 0.1% bi-monthly, and then we're going to alternate the payments. We'll pay bi-monthly on the first founding membership, and then on the mini founding membership the next month, back to the founding membership. So every month you'll get paid on one of those. So if you're in both of them, you can't lose with that. Now, secondly, the plan that John just explained to you is up and running right now. 12 o'clock noon Eastern Standard Time was the turn-on time, and you may join it, and you may buy it, and you may participate in it. You're going to get paid 100% of the PSV. And the PSVs were clicked down just a little bit just to make it so that the company made enough money to operate, but not very much. When you see, you're going to be surprised that we can pay as much as we do, considering how much we pay out. So 100% of the profit is being paid out simultaneously, 50% in your Infinity, 15% in your genealogy, in your ambassador plan, and then 27% in your 9-level profit sharing plan, and then 8% in your leadership bonuses. And that's so important that we finally are recognizing the leaders for what you would do. Before, you're just getting a label for being a global and no money. You're getting a label for being a Crown 3 and no money, a label for being a Crown 1 and no money. Now you're getting paid for those positions. I think you get 1% at global, 1% at Crown, 1% at double Crown, 2%, I think it is. No,
1% at triple Crown,
and then 2% at 2%. Right,
2% at 4 Crown and 2% at 5 Crown.
Well, that's going to push Dr. Breakthrough one more time. He's already at Crown 3, so he's already going to be enjoying a lot of money. But anyway, this is just an amazing comp plan. If you can't see this vision, then you need glasses. That's all I can tell you. Now, you can learn about this plan in 2 places. You can go to the profit sharing plan at the top of the page and click the link, and it'll bring up the text for the plan. You can download that text. You can download a PDF. Now, tomorrow we're going to add the pretty pictures. JP's still working on the PowerPoint presentation. If he gets it finished tonight, he will load that up in the tools in the back office, so you'll have a PowerPoint presentation along with a PDF file that will help you understand the plan, because the picture is worth 1,000 words. You'll have 1,000 words or more on the text, I'll tell you that. But when you get the pictures added to it, you won't need as many words because it paints the picture for you. But this is just amazing, and it starts today. We could have waited until everything was up and perfect. But this way, if we started on Wednesday at 12 noon, if we got any buggy boos in it, we can get it fixed before Friday, and then we don't have to worry about it. So if we waited and then we had buggy boos in it, then we'd have to have problems and work on the weekend, and everybody'd be mad. And so this way we can quickly get things under control and get it all worked out. And I sent an email out to let everybody know. Now, if you want to get on that email list and you're not getting the emails, go to the subscribe for updates ribbon on your dashboard and put your name, your first and last name, and your email in there so we can get you on that email list. I can't email you unless you opt in. You have to opt in to be part of that. We've got another announcement. I'll wait for that one until next week, because Dr. Breakthrough is going to be doing a big event, a big training, and it's going to be like a mini ambassador roundup. It's going to be really cool. You're going to enjoy it. Going to have product prizes. Going to have a lot of stuff. Going to have some good things. So you're going to want to be part of that. I don't have all the details right now for you, but I will have them, and I will send it out in an email. Now, I hope everybody understands where to get the information. Go to Profit Sharing Plan. Go to the top of the announcement page. You can click the link there to learn more about the Profit Sharing Plan. to buy the mini founding membership plan, and that does not count toward the 100%. It's only a 10% referral bonus, and it does not count as a regular product purchase. So you have to buy a regular product in order to qualify. Do not count that as a product purchase, because that won't work for you. But that will put you in the pool so that you can start getting 1/10 of 1% for every $100 that you place. Well, with that, John, I'm going to say good night to you. I think I've said it all, and I think I mentioned all the details that they need.
Okay, Tom, I do appreciate you. Thanks for being here.
Love you, man.
And sharing those great announcements. I just want to make it real clear. You're not going to see your earnings in the new plan until we have a chance to test the sales and make sure there are no bugs in the software. We don't want to show incomes and find that we have a bug and then have to change what you see. So once we're certain that everything is perfect, then we'll turn on the display so you can see the profit shares on each sale. They're actually calculating. We can see them from our side, but we've turned off the display so you won't be able to see them until we've had a chance to test them and make sure everything is perfect. But we do need your sales to be able to test the payouts on real live sales. So right now is the time to bring in some new members, also a good time to purchase products for yourself, and you will want to contact your personally sponsored people and make sure they are qualified for 100% of the commissions by making a personal purchase themselves. So with that, I'm going to turn it back over to Justina.
Wow, thank you. Thank you both, John and Tom, for sharing that exciting news today with us on our compensation plan. What we all heard and learned today is how you will be paid 100% PSV, profit share value, on every success line or new referral sale. This, guys, is huge, and it's going to change the industry and make Shop Fremart the top company out there. This is really great news. We are not only at the right place at the right time, but also we are at the very best place at the right time. I'd like to remind everybody that today's call number is 1019. We will now open up for Q&A. Or share a testimony, hit *6. Now, we cannot take any medical questions on this call, so please don't ask how to treat symptoms on our Q&A line. And with that, our Q&A line is open. If anyone would like to ask a question or share a testimony. I think everybody may be in shock, John. This is the first that I heard it, and I am in shock. I mean, this is really huge. Okay, our first caller is 1263. 1263, you may be mute.
We were. Dick Tuition and Joy Tuition here, and all we want to say is thank you, thank you, thank you. Fantastic.
Hallelujah.
Thank you for everything that you put together, John, and Tom. I know Tom probably had a few knots in his stomach as he went through things, but, you know, he always comes out in the right place at the other end with all of that. Thank you. And as I always say on Mondays, this gives us another reason to go out and share the love, right? And maybe save a life.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Dick.
Thank you.
Do appreciate it.
Our next caller is 4547.
Wow, I didn't think I would be in the line that quick. This is Peyton. I just want to say I'm speechless. Oh, my God. John, you've done it again. When I keep saying you can't do no more, and then you went and found some more. Man, I don't know how you keep doing it. I don't even know why, but you know what? I'm learning to just stop questioning, because it's just who you are. And we thank you. We love you. And go Shop Fremart. Share the love.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay, our next caller is 3508. 3508.
Yes, sir, Mr. Austin. Thank you again. I love, again, what you talked about, gratitude coming from two words, great attitude. So we want to express gratitude again for, again, all the different things that you've been doing, you continue to do, Tom and yourself, and just absolutely phenomenal. And I also I've got a couple of testimonials. My 13-year-old, I was showing him how when you cut the nano card, put half in one shoe, half in the other shoe. I usually do about 10,000 steps a day. And between the elliptical, the treadmill, and the bicycle, well, I always have the nano card in my left pocket and right pocket, but I've never cut it in half and put one in each shoe because I never had pain in my feet. So I thought, let me try it. And I always know about when I'm at that 10,000 mark. And I looked down, it wasn't 10,000, it was 15,500. I was like, whoa. So that's like a 50% increase. So, yeah, so just powerful. So my 13-year-old heard about it. He's doing boxing now. So he said he'd give me a testimonial, what he did with this. It was just crazy. So the nano card. Check it out, folks.
My name is Jonathan, and I'm 13 years old. And usually when I go boxing, like we run for like 10 minutes, and I cut the nano card. I put one in one shoe, one into the other shoe. And it felt like 5 minutes. It was crazy. I never felt this feeling like I didn't even break a sweat.
Wow. So he didn't even break a sweat. 13 years of age. So we got some young ones coming up, and we already got him signed up, obviously. And he's selling nano cards now to the other guys that work out. So anyway, appreciate that. Also the meeting we're going to have in Jacksonville, Florida, it will actually be in Jacksonville, Florida, August the 17th. August 17th, we're going to start off with an opportunity meeting at 9 a.m. And then we'll start doing training for the rest of the day up until 4 o'clock. So it's going to be a $25 registration, and we'll get all that information out to everybody. But Dr. Wheaton will be there, Liddy Flom, myself, Dr. Katrina Ferguson, and others, many others. And we're going to have about 100 people, maybe more. And so you don't want to miss this event, my friend. I'm going to be pulling back the curtain and teaching you some of the strategies that I use to become the only Crown 3 in the entire company. And by that event, I will be Crown 4. And thanks to the new compensation plan, I was going to take my time a little bit, John, but I think I'll speed it up a little bit back again, okay? I mean, if you're trying to give money like that, I think I'll go ahead and receive it with a spirit of gratitude.
Absolutely. There's no sense leaving it on the table.
Exactly. And then also for the Global Ambassadors and above, are writing a book collaboration in their own words, which will be testimonials. And this is going to also play in now that you just made this adjustment. We're not just going to have product testimonials. We're going to have income testimonials, of course, done in such a way that everything's legit and so forth. But then that's going to be a book that you'll be part of in that book with some very powerful people. And so if you're global ambassador or above, and so if you're not yet at global, you better get busy if you want to be part of the project, and we'll be giving out information and an email how you can do that. Dr. Katrina Ferguson is going to be leading that up. And just so you know, when she launched the book that we collaborated with, Women of Worth, in 2 hours, it was a #1 bestseller in 2 categories. So imagine we have a book with people from Shop Free Mart, the Global Ambassadors and above, that have their stories and testimonials, and that thing goes to #1 bestseller. What is that going to mean for your business? And we're going to construct it in such a way that at the end of the book, there's going to be a blank page that say, for additional information or to get started, then contact this person. And you'll be able to put your information in. So everybody will be able to buy copies and put your own information in there. And we've done this with other companies, and it just exploded. And so with this new enhancement to the compensation plan, oh my goodness. Also, our global ambassadors, they have the same last name. We're not related. Well, I guess we are. We got the same Heavenly Father. So, but Howard and Cynthia, so I guess we got the same father. We're part of the same family. We got the same future, right? And the future's getting so bright at Shop Free Mart, we're going to start selling sunglasses. So Here's what they said about the 21-day breakthrough challenge.
Good evening,
Howard?
Mr. Stan Harris, a.k.a. Dr. Breakthrough. This is Howard and Cynthia Harris here in Houston, Texas, Global Ambassadors. We just wanted to thank you for the 21-day Breakthrough Challenge. You know, it really enabled us to fast track to this position. We want you to know we feel like it's worth 10 times what we paid for it, but we just want to thank you for it. And we're going to be taking the 10-day Advanced Breakthrough Challenge as we proceed on to Crown Ambassadors. And we want to encourage everybody to take this 10-day Advanced Breakthrough Challenge as well as the 21-day Breakthrough Challenge, because the information and the nuggets that you give us help us to get to our position as global ambassadors, and it helped us spiritually, financially, and in every aspect.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. By the way, they paid for all of their grown children to take the challenge as well. And now their son got involved and made ambassador in record time, and 32 years of age. And, of course, they made global ambassador in 2 weeks from the day they joined. And this is a lady that the first meeting she came to, John, she fell asleep. She told her husband, not another one of these things. I'm just tired of all this stuff. And he said, come on, just come anyway. And she fell asleep. And came back the next week, where Apostle Barry Burrell down in Global Ambassador in Houston. And she stayed awake this time, but she still didn't get it. In the third week, they had me come do the presentation, and she said she got it, and they hit ambassador in a couple of days. And like I said, in 2 weeks, they were global ambassadors. So anyway, so we just want to encourage everybody, take the 21-day Breakthrough Challenge. The Advanced Breakthrough Challenge is only 10 days. You definitely got to log back there and get that. I promise you, it'll help you to be 10 times better. And then again, that book and training information, that book, if you're interested in that book, I did find the email, by the way, if you're interested, if you're a global ambassador and above. Now, if you're an ambassador and you think you're going to hit global like the next week or two or something, you know, then you can still go email and just say, Dr. Breakthrough said, could I have an exception if I make it in time? But it's going to have to be global by the time the book comes out, okay? So, and by the way, John just told you he's going to pay you some more money. So in essence, you'll get paid. So sfmtestimonials@gmail.com. SFM for Shop Free Mark. sfmtestimonials@gmail.com. And my friend, that's going to be incredible, incredible. So if you've got a burning testimonial about Shop Free Mark product or about the compensation plan, how your life has been changed or enhanced by the powerful mission that God's given our leader, Mr. Don Austin, then, my friend, then you want to become, eventually you'll become a recognized expert in the direct sales arena, and because it'll be published with your signature training and so forth. So get to sfmtestimonials@gmail.com, send the email. And I'm a little long, John, but one more you got to hear. We've got a purpose-driven coach and CEO, Mr. Donald, losing his last name now. Let's see. Anyway, but you'll be seeing some of his training coming soon. But he actually got started on the product, and he's a really, really low-key guy, right? But it jacked him up. And so I'm going to close out with his testimonial. You've got to hear.
Dr. Harris, this is Donald Jenkins, sir, from the Atlanta Market Purpose Development Institute. Hey, listen, I wanted to just drop in and give a quick testimony of my hydration drops usage. I just recently joined the Shop Free Mark about a week ago, and I was excited, to get those drops in the mail to see what kind of experience that I would have. I heard the testimonies, and I think that the testimonies are phenomenal, but I wanted to see what my experience was going to be. So yesterday, I started taking the drops along with my wife, and I'm one of those sober thinking dudes. I definitely don't like to overhype anything, so I was just trying to see, gradually just really being observant as to how my body would respond, to the hydration drops. I've been an avid water drinker anyway, but I wanted to see how this is going to increase the efficiency of water that I'm beginning to drink now. So I started yesterday, and I noticed that my energy level started going up yesterday. I didn't want to say a whole lot, But I did notice that was one of the things that I began to start feeling, as an athlete. One of the things that we always say is that when your legs go, everything goes with it. So I began to feel that little bounce come back in my step upon yesterday. And I was anxiously anticipating this morning just to see how I would feel getting out of bed. Now, a little history about my health is that for over a year I've been experiencing numbness in my arm upon waking, to the point where I would literally have to shake my arms, to just kind of bring life back to them. And I think it's because of the, slight effects of carpal tunnel, because I do so much typing, in my business. So I think it's affecting my limbs in that way with the circulation. So this morning, I got up and I noticed that I did not have any numbness in my limbs. And I went, oh my gosh, this is absolutely phenomenal. And so I wanted to run to the gym and see, if this energy level was going to be sustained. And sure enough, I got to the gym. Normally don't like to run on the treadmill. It's boring as heck. And this morning I got on there and ran beyond the typical point that I normally run, and did not want to get off because my energy levels were through the roof. I had that serious bounce in my step, and here it is toward the end of the day. I still have that bounce in my step. So that's a quick testimony as a testament to the hydration drop. And sure enough, it definitely showcased the importance of hydrating our body, but hydrating our soul. So I appreciate